It was a typical day for Sarah, until she heard a blood-curdling scream coming from her neighbor's house. She rushed over, only to find her neighbor lying dead on the floor. Sarah's world was turned upside down as she realized that she had just witnessed a murder. The police arrived on the scene, and Sarah was questioned extensively. But as the investigation unfolded, she began to realize that there was much more to this murder than she had initially thought. As she dug deeper, she discovered that her neighbor had been involved in some shady dealings, and it seemed like someone was trying to cover their tracks. Determined to get to the bottom of things, Sarah began to investigate on her own. But as she got closer to the truth, she realized that her life was in danger. Someone didn't want her poking around, and they would stop at nothing to make sure she kept quiet. Sarah knew that finding the killer was a matter of life and death. She couldn't rely on the police alone, so she decided to take matters into her own hands. Sarah began to piece together the clues, trying to make sense of the murky world her neighbor had been involved in. She talked to people who knew her neighbor, trying to find anyone who could provide a lead. It was slow going, but Sarah was determined. One day, while she was digging through her neighbor's paperwork, she found a key piece of evidence. It was a ledger that detailed all of the illegal activities her neighbor had been involved in. It was the smoking gun she had been looking for. With this new evidence, Sarah went back to the people she had talked to before, trying to get them to talk. And finally, she found someone who was willing to talk. The person revealed that they had seen someone suspicious in the area around the time of the murder. Sarah knew she had to act fast, so she went to the area and started looking for the person. After hours of searching, she finally saw the person she was looking for. It was someone she had never suspected, someone who had been hiding in plain sight. And in a heart-pumping moment, Sarah confronted the killer. The killer tried to deny everything, but Sarah had the evidence to back up her accusations. The emotional journey of her quest for justice had led her to this moment, and she wasn't going to let the killer get away. In the end, the killer was brought to justice, thanks to Sarah's perseverance and determination. It was a triumph of justice over evil.